What's up, y'all? This your boy, Mr. Marsharp, Short Man Filmworks in the building. And we got another video for you guys. And I got another film review for you guys in the Everyday Man's film reviews. Alright? Just like I did in the last video. Let me just explain the purpose of all of this. The purpose of me doing these Everyday Man film videos is you got a lot of critics out here. You got a lot of critics out here who pretty much watch movies and they be these big cinephiles. I'm consider myself an everyday dude. I look at movies to just say, hey, let me look at movies because I enjoy film. I enjoy them if they suck. I enjoy them if they good. I enjoy them if they brain teasers, and I enjoy them if they just straight popcorn movies. And I know there's more dudes out here like me, not just dudes, but I know there's more males and there's more females out here that just want to sit down and watch a movie and don't get so deep into it. We just want to watch movies and just want to enjoy it. So that's the purpose of me doing these videos, and that's the purpose of me having this channel, all right? All right, so let's get into the review, all right? So we got another 80s movie, because I grew up on 80s movies, and we just going to be doing 80s movies all day, which I feel like a lot of 80s movies are just great overall films all around, all right? So we're going to do another one of my favorites from 1984. Another 84 movie, which is The Terminator. Oh, yes. We're doing The Terminator today, baby. We're doing The Terminator because I can't tell y'all how many times I've seen this damn movie. I've seen this movie so much. So much. I've seen this movie from the moment it came out in the movie theater to when it came on TV, to seeing it again as I got older, to seeing it in the movie theater when it came out a couple of years ago. I've seen this movie so many times that I can't explain to you how much I've seen this movie. But anyway, I seen this movie when I was 4, 1984. Once again, I don't know why I got all these memories of seeing these movies when I was 5. I think that's probably my golden age, I guess. But I seen it when I was 4. My father took me to see this movie with my brother and me and my brother. I'm about to say somebody else. It was me, my brother, and my father. We went to go see this movie. And I'll never forget Arnold Schwarzenegger. This is my introduction into Arnold Schwarzenegger from Jump Street. And just like my Prince video, this is my instant love for Arnold Schwarzenegger. Even though he did movies before this. I think he did Conan the Barbarian. I want to say he did Conan the Destroyer before that, but I don't think he did. But he did Conan the Barbarian before he did this movie. But for me, this was my introduction into Arnold Schwarzenegger. And I just thought the Terminator was like the coolest character in the world. Like, he made the entire movie. Well, let's start off by saying it was directed by James Cameron, who's definitely one of my favorite directors of all time. He did the Terminator, he did T2, he did Titanic, which is another movie that I can sit down and watch for damn days. He did Titanic, he did Aliens, another one that I can sit down and watch for damn days. Maybe not as much as Terminator, but I can watch that for days. That's another one of my favorite movies. And I'm starting to notice the pattern with all the James Cameron movies, that a lot of his movies I can watch over and over and over again. But we ain't talking about them. We talking about Terminator tonight, baby. But just being introduced to this character, and I just remember everything that was going on in this movie, man. And this movie was just so, it just made such an impact on me watching this film, between the performances and the performances from Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton, Michael Biehn playing Kyle Reese, and Linda Hamilton playing such the timid Sarah Connor. The movie is just like, I don't know, man. I can say so much about the Terminator, but I gotta keep it short and keep it sweet. But I want to get just getting to the main point of the video. So we start off with pretty much with this movie being set in the future. I believe it was 2027. I believe it's set in the future. This future war, this future nuclear war, where Skynet takes over the world. This AI, pretty much technology, just takes over the world and just says, hey, look, we don't need mankind no more. So let's wipe them out until you get John Connor, who comes along and says, all right, nah, we ain't gonna stand for this shit. We gonna knock these machines out of business real quick. Now I ain't gonna say real quick, but we gonna knock them out of the box real nice, you know. So the war is almost over according to the movie, and that the humans are almost winning against these machines. So Skynet decides to send a Terminator back to kill his mother. You know what I mean? So this is the premise of the movie, and then you got Kyle Reese, who is actually John Connor's father, who's actually going back in time to save the mother, pretty much save the mother of the savior of the human race. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's oh god, it's a kick ass movie, man, for real. But it's this question I've always had about this movie. It's a question I've always had about this movie, and I want to know, and I'm kind of wondering if a lot of people kind of feel this way about this movie, because do people consider this movie? Would you consider this movie to be a sci-fi movie or to be a horror movie? And me personally, I think Terminator is a fucking horror movie, because this imagine a damn killer robot that's coming after you that won't stop for no reason. You can't kill it, you can't burn the shit up, you can't bulldoze it. Well, you can't bulldoze it. You run the motherfucker over. You can't bulldoze it. But can you just imagine this robot just coming after you, and it won't stop. No matter what you do, it will not stop. I can't tell you how many fucking nightmares I had over this damn Terminator coming after me in my dreams. I'm 41 years old and I still had dreams about this damn robot coming after my ass. The shit's fucking scary. So, I always say Terminator is a damn horror movie. Maybe not a horror movie in the sense of the traditional 80s horror movies, but this is a fucking horror movie, man. I mean, in a realistic sense. You got some killer ass robot coming after your ass, and it will not stop until your ass is dead. And he's killing everything around you. He's killing your friends. He killing everybody in this damn movie. I mean, he kills the lady. He comes to the woman's house because he thinks she's Sarah Connor, blows her fucking head off, and then after she drops, pumps like 5 or 6 more bullets in her ass. I'm talking about, I think he empties the whole fucking clip. It's like 15 bullets in the damn clip. He kills the dude in the ammo shop. He ain't paying for shit. I'm like, all right, you want these guns? I'm gonna blow your fucking face off, and then we good to go. He kills the dude in the gun shop. He kills the other Sarah Connor. He kills a couple more Sarah Connors before he gets to the main Sarah Connor. I mean, he blowing everybody away. He kills Ginger. He kills Ginger's husband, not just the husband, not the husband. He kills Ginger. He kills Ginger's boyfriend. He blows away the whole damn police station. Who else did he kill? He even killed Sarah Connor's mama. He killing everybody in this bitch. So, can you imagine if this shit is running after you? How scared would you be if this fucking robot is running after your ass? Fucking sci-fi movie. This is a fucking horror movie all day long. But I just wanted to go on that little rant just to see if anybody else agree with me about that being a horror movie. But anyway, great movie, man. The storyline is awesome, man. The score, Brad Fiedel, oh man, some of the most iconic music in a film that you can ever have. If you hear the Terminator theme song, you know exactly what that theme song is. If you hear the other little pieces of music inside of this movie, you know exactly where that's coming from. He did the score for T1 and he did the score for T2. You know Brad Fiedel's music when you hear it, and especially in the Terminator. I'm trying to think of any other movies that he's done, and I probably do some research on it. But the music that he does, the score, I ain't gonna say the music, but the score that he does in this film, totally just oh god, man, it's just, oh man, just the score is just crucial in this movie. And the special effects, man. The special effects done by Stan Winston. He did T1 and T2, and he did a lot of other movies as well. Awesome makeup effects, awesome special effects, and they practical, no CG. Even though people give CG a hard way to go, and there was some CG in T2 as well, but we're gonna talk about T2 in another video. But back in the 80s, they did a whole lot of practical effects, and some of these practical effects you could tell are fake. But in this movie, there was you can see there was time, there was attention, there was money spent, of course, time and attention, and just overall care that went into putting all of these special effects together. When he cuts his arm open, and you can see the pieces of the machine moving inside of his forearm, and he cuts his eye out, and you can see the red eye underneath all of that. All of that stuff is just practical effects, but awesome practical effects. You know what I mean? You know, the part where he got the flies on his face, and you see him deteriorating, and everything's coming apart, and you know, throughout all the shit he's gone through, he's been shot up and fucked up in the movie, and you see the makeup effects is just like, yo, he's really deteriorating. You know, his skin turning into a different color. He looks like he's gray. He doesn't look like he's human anymore. I mean, it's just different parts in this movie that's just like, yo, I could talk about this movie all night long, man, for real. I could talk about this movie all night long. But it's just so many different amazing things about this movie. The acting between Michael Biehn and Linda Hamilton, which ultimately, when you look at it, it's a love story if you really look at it, because you got Kyle Reese, who's pretty much in love with Sarah Connor from the future. Never met her. Only thing he has is a photograph of Sarah Connor. And he says it in the movie. He's been in love with her forever. He's been in love with her since the beginning of time. You know what I mean? So you got this love story where this guy's like, hey, I'm going back in time to finally meet the woman that I love. And I got to go back and protect her from this machine that's trying to kill her. So he's on this hell-bent mission and like, yo, I got to get this done. Not really knowing that he's going back in time to pretty much get Sarah Connor pregnant, and she has John Connor, which ends up being the savior of the human race in the movie. So it's, I mean, if somebody could probably think about it like, well, you know, how can he go back in time and he don't know that he's the father and all this other shit? You know, people can screw it up and mix it up. Let's just keep it real simple. You know, he goes back in time. He goes back in time for the woman the woman that he loves, and he'll do anything, pretty much anything in the world to protect her from this killer ass machine that's coming after her. You know what I mean? So I know that, you know, with all of these different elements, you know, you got the sci-fi elements in there. Once again, you got these motherfucking horror elements in there, because if a sci-fi movie can make you dream about a fucking robot coming after you. Anyway, that's my perspective. But you got the sci-fi element, you got the horror elements in there, and then you got the love story elements in there. And then it's just an overall good story, man. It's just good storytelling. Good storytelling. It's not a long movie. I think the Terminator is about an hour and 40 minutes, hour and 45 minutes. Good storytelling that you put it together in a nice condensed package. Put it on film. Put it together. Get your audience involved and get your audience invested in these characters. Because I don't know I can't say anybody, because I know I'm speaking from my perspective. But how can you not get invested in these characters? How can you not feel for Sarah Connor? She's a waitress who gets thrusted into this fast-paced lifestyle. And mind you, all of this shit takes place in like a night. All of this shit takes place in like 2 days, from the moment the Terminator starts chasing her ass to the next day. Well, let me not say at night. It takes place in 2 days, because it starts the night before, and then, you know, they wake up, they finally get a little relief for a moment, and then they go to the hotel, they bang, and then after they bang, the Terminator's on their ass again, and then finally, you know, it comes to an end. But can you imagine going through this in the impact of like 2 days? You know, you wake up, you go into your job as a waitress. Now all of a sudden, you got this this killer ass machine that's coming after you, and then you got this dude that's protecting you, and now you finding out you about to have the savior of the human race. So that's a lot of shit to take in. But Linda Hamilton did a fucking awesome job acting and doing what she had to do. She did an awesome job being Sarah Connor. She did an awesome job playing the role of Sarah Connor, and I think she's one of the most iconic female heroines in a movie. Beside Sigourney Weaver playing Ripley, I think Ripley is another one of those. To me, I think Ripley is like the number one female heroine in a movie, because she goes through so much shit in 3 movies. But between her and Sarah Connor as characters, Sigourney Weaver did Ripley justice, a whole lot of damn justice. And Linda Hamilton did Sarah Connor justice. You can't get nobody else to play these two characters. If you get somebody else to play Ripley, it's probably gonna go to shit. And if you get somebody else to play Sarah Connor, it's gonna go to shit. I mean, hell, we seen it in Terminator Genesis, whack. We seen it in you know what? Funny, I've never seen the Sarah Connor Chronicles that came on TV. So I ain't really gonna knock that. Because Lena Headey is a good actress too. So I'm not gonna knock that. Because I haven't seen it, so I can't knock that. But Terminator Genesis was some terrible shit right there. I don't know why do they do that? Why do they fuck up the franchise like that? Anyway, I'll talk about that in another video. Because he fucked up my damn Terminator movie. And I tried to like the other ones, but I mean, I did. Don't get me wrong. I mean, nothing ever going to beat T1 and T2. To me, I think the closest that came to T1 and T2 probably was Salvation. I like Terminator Salvation. I did. I know a lot of y'all don't like that movie, but I like Terminator Salvation. Terminator 3 was garbage. Genesis was pure shit. And the last one they made, what was the last one called? Dark Fate. It was all right. It started off good, and I mean, but eventually they keep repeating the same thing. You can't keep repeating the same movie. T1 was fresh. It was a brand new take on it. And I ain't gonna say it was a brand new take, but it was new. You never seen no shit like this. Then you did T2, which was kind of almost like a rehash of T1, but it still was different. Now you got two Terminators. But once again, I'll talk about that in another video. But then after that, it just became the same movie for, 4 times? You had Terminator 3, Terminator Salvation, Terminator Genesis, and Terminator Dark Fate. It all became the same fucking movie. So it's like, okay, how many times you gonna keep on rehashing this damn movie? They should have left the shit alone after T2. But we ain't talking about that. We talking about T1. So, I talked about the music. The score is phenomenal. The acting was phenomenal. Arnold Schwarzenegger did a bang-up job, man. For him to just not say much and have that intimidating presence, like I said, man, if you seen this, maybe not an older Arnold Schwarzenegger now, but if you seen a young 20-something Arnold Schwarzenegger, I think Arnold Schwarzenegger like 6'2", 6'4", you seen this motherfucker come down the road in a leather jacket and a tight t-shirt and got bullet holes all in his chest and bullet holes all in his face, and he's coming at you with a fucking shotgun and an AR rifle, and he's just blasting your ass. Yeah, that shit'll freak you out too. It freaked the hell out of me. It'll freak you out too. But you got other performances. Lance Henriksen, who was supposed to play the original Terminator. If you look at the behind the scenes, Terminator was supposed to be kind of like this stealth character. And they wanted Lance Henriksen to play that character. And I can't remember I can't remember his character by name, but he's the cop that's actually did he interrogate Kyle Reese or did Paul Winfield? No. I take that back. Dr. Soberman was interrogating Kyle Reese, who he did a good job too, because he kind of has this sarcastic, snobbish psychiatrist type attitude about him, because they don't believe Kyle Reese at first until the fucking Terminator come up and damn in the police station and blows the whole fucking police station to pieces. So I can't think of his name, but he had a little small role, and I guess they kind of gave him that role to kind of make up for him not being a Terminator. This is me speculating. I'm guessing, but he got a little small role in the film. And then you got Paul Winfield, who he's phenomenal as well. He plays Lieutenant Traxler. I'm trying to get the name right on there. He plays Lieutenant Traxler. Get it together, Ma. He plays the lieutenant, and one of the funniest scenes that he has in there, where they trying to find out, they finding out that they pretty much label it as a one-day pattern killer, and he has a cigarette in his hand, and he's trying to get Lance Henriksen's character to call Sarah Connor's house, and he's like, give me a cigarette, and he looks up and he's like, I got a cigarette in my hand already. I don't need another one. You gotta see it. If you see it, it's funny. And I really didn't pay attention to that scene. I didn't really pay attention to that scene until like probably the 845th time I seen that movie, and I actually thought about it, and I was like, yo, he got a cigarette in his hand, and it made the shit that much more funny. So now when I look at it now, it cracks me up, because the way he says it, he's like, man, give me a cigarette, and he's got a cigarette in his hand, and he realizes it himself, like, yo, I already got a cigarette, I don't need another one. That shit is just so funny to me. But let me get to the scale, because I can keep on talking about this movie all night. Let me get to the scale, and let me call this video quits, because I'll be talking about Terminator for another 20 minutes if I don't cut this shit short. So, y'all already know when I'm going to give this damn movie. On a 4 thumbs up scale, this movie gets 4 thumbs up all the way. It gets 4 thumbs up for the acting. It gets 4 thumbs up for the score. It gets 4 thumbs up for the special effects. It gets 4 thumbs up for the cinematography, because, oh, man. I got to cut this short. But it gets 4 thumbs up for the cinematography. It gets 4 thumbs up for overall storytelling, and just being an overall good fucking movie. When the last time you sat down this day and age and watched a good movie where you walked away and was like, yo, that was a good ass movie. Good ass movie. But once again, I'm probably gonna watch Terminator again. I got the shit on Blu-ray. It came out in the movie theater once I said it early in the movie, and I went to see it. I went to see it in the movie theater just to get that feel. But I'm probably gonna watch it 450 more times before I die. And I'm going to keep on watching the movie because it's one of my favorite movies of all time. But if you like this review, like, comment, subscribe, give your boy some love. This your boy, Mr. Marsharp, and this is the Everyday Man Film Reviews. I'm signing off. I'm stuttering, getting my shit together. I'm signing off. Y'all take care. I'll see y'all in the next video.